Today I've got a map with all 32 NFL franchises, the teams we're all familiar with and love. There won't, however, be a single current day player whom we love competing in today's video. Instead, we'll have Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning, LaDainian Tomlinson versus Sean Alexander, Ed Reed versus Troy Polamalu. Okay, that's enough. You guys get the picture, right? It's not current day. You see the type. We're going back in time with NFL Imperialism today. I've got this beautifully accurate 2005 NFL roster today on Madden 24. Please note, I did not create this roster myself. Shouts to a Big Chimney who did. Listen, dude, the nostalgia of seeing this roster, the names, I looked at it for like 12 seconds and immediately I was transported back to a different era. So much so that I had to jump back to Madden 06 for a hot second. Seriously, the nostalgia, dude, it starts gnawing away at me. I had to. I simulated one season from the old Xbox PS2 era, and Philadelphia ended up beating Indy to win the Super Bowl. Will we see Donovan McNabb and the Eagles be the last team left standing on our map today? Let me know a prediction down below and let's dive into it. Our first battle of the video saw Larry Fitzgerald and the Arizona Cardinals traveling west to challenge LT and the San Diego Chargers. The trio of Tomlinson, Drew Brees, and Antonio Gates was simply too much to handle as San Diego easily expands their territory. We'd get an age-old rivalry tilt next as Brett Favre and the Packers were heading south to Illinois challenging Brian Urlacher and the Bears. And look at this, that Brian Urlacher led Bears defense doing a pretty good job. Chicago is down a touchdown, but with all due respect to Rex Grossman, I know he played in a Super Bowl. I didn't think Rex Grossman could get the job done here. So yeah, the Bears defense has held reasonably well. Chicago with the chance to drive and tie it. The margin for error here is very slim. Green Bay, who's on their defense? I can't think off the top of my head. Oh, Rex is going deep. Woo, pass broken up. I do remember as a Seahawks fan, one player on the Packers defense, Al Harris, the defensive back that picked off Matt Hasselbeck in the 2004 playoffs. It's neither here nor there. Yo, Rex Grossman, okay, you know what? Let me just chill. Oh, see, I was about to compliment him and that would have been an L because after he took that sack, the game was over. Yes, the Bears took an L. So, there you go. Speaking of heartbreaking losses for my mid-2000 Seahawks, the Steelers were our next team up, traveling south to take on Carolina. And yeah, the Steelers roster, Super Bowl winning roster, looking very good. By the way, this roster is from before the 2005-2006 NFL season. That's the Super Bowl the Steelers won. That's the year Madden 06 came out. It's always very confusing in my mind. But anyways, let's just move past that. The Panthers were also pretty good in this era. They had lost a Super Bowl like 2 years prior whenever they lost to Tom Brady, and the Patriots, yeah, Jake Delhomme, can he get it done? And no, that's an emphatic no. Carolina destroyed by the champion Steelers. Well, that's not surprising. After mentioning them a million times already, the wheel did spin us my Seahawks, led by MVP Sean Alexander. I assumed they'd have a cakewalk against a pretty weak 49er squad, and a Seattle blowout did indeed come to fruition as Matt Hasselbeck tossed 4 TDs to lead the way. Northern California turned Seahawks green. As the wheel next landed on Giants, I knew we were in for another pivotal matchup, as indeed who gets ownership of the New York team named this video? Well, I wish I had an epic finish to relay to y'all, but led by rushing TDs from Tiki Barber and Brandon Jacobs, it was all G-men. We had some Florida action up next as Tampa Bay challenged Jacksonville, and in a super rare outcome on Madden 24, shut them out completely. That's wild. An AFC West battle was on the horizon. No Mahomes or Kelsey for the Chiefs, but still a strong roster moving into Denver, attacking the Broncos. And it's at this time that for some of you keen observers of the map, I need to clarify. I'm not an idiot. Okay, I understand US geography like this much, because in 2005, the Rams were located back in St. Louis. Them and the Chiefs both played in the state of Missouri. I double checked that. I looked it up. But to make things easier and more seamless and to give both teams more land, I put the Rams in Missouri, Kansas City in Kansas. Okay, I actually don't know US geography, but like Kansas City playing in Kansas, it makes sense, right? I really hope I didn't offend anybody. Let's just move on. Chiefs fans, you can't be offended by me, as Tony Gonzalez and Larry Johnson had their fingerprints all over this game. Jake Plummer did all he could for the Broncos, but Kansas City held on for the dub.
Hello, dog. What? Whoa, what are you upset about? Hey, stop it. Excuse me. What's that? You're upset that people aren't using code JCanada underdog? Okay, I mean, please, people, my dog needs to stop barking, and there's only one way to make that happen. Code JCanada underdog.
Sheesh, I know you want my dog to stop barking. You can help me out by using my code JCan right now at Underdog. The link is down below. There's NBA, NHL playoffs, the MLB season. It's a great time to get in with Underdog. Once again, use promo code JCan. My link is down below for a special pick in your lobby and a deposit match offer on your first deposit. Our next matchup would see us figure out Florida once and for all, and in an unmitigated shock to my system, the Dolphins not only beat Tampa Bay, they shut them out. Wasn't I just saying how I never see shutouts during these sims, especially because, let's be honest, the Dolphins were terrible in 2005, but I mean, Gus Frerotte, I can't remember. How do you say his name? And how do you get outplayed by him, Chris Sims? Just go back to making NFL draft hot takes, okay? You're done. There would be no rest for Miami either after their win, as they were tossed right back into action, challenging Atlanta. No, like, if a team led by Gus Frerotte, I'm going with Frerotte as pronunciation, if they beat a Michael Vick-led Atlanta Falcons team, that is pretty freaking good. I mean, what's the point of this video, man? Do we all agree? Oh, yep. Okay, Ricky Williams opens the scoring for Miami. Sure. Why not? Why not? Okay, Mike Victorati White to open the second half. I think the Falcons got us. Let us calm down. Oh my goodness, dude. Okay, all right. But thankfully, I'm not here to report that the Dolphins came back and won, but a 3-point victory, Atlanta, really?
That's it? Really?
Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, and the Baltimore Ravens would do me a huge favor in our next matchup, handling business against Washington, as now I don't have to awkwardly figure out what to call Washington for the rest of this video. In 2005, you know what? Let's just move on. To the state of Louisiana, we'd travel next, where in a low-scoring battle, Steve McNair would make just enough plays for his Titans to outlast the Saints. Not a bad move for Tennessee, as our map was slowly starting to whittle down. A big chunk of land was set to be repossessed, the Battle of Texas, where 3 first-half Tony Romo TD passes were more than enough to hold off the hapless Texans. Two teams who narrowly survived their first appearance squared off next, and this time the Falcons' D was sturdy, Mike Vick producing another 3 total TDs as Atlanta advances. The wheel was weirdly magnetized to the Falcons at this point. They were sent into Missouri to face off with the Rams. A Rams roster in 2005 that didn't end up playing very well. The last vestige of the greatest show on turf era. Mark Bulger was supposed to be the heir apparent. This roster still generously has Marshall Faulk at a 90 overall with Steven Jackson, so that could be tough. Torrey Holt a 97, Isaac Bruce a 95. I think this roster is juicing the Rams a bit too much. They might go on a run. Okay, this is crazy. I knew these Rams would be a problem based on their player ratings. This game is going right down to the wire. Look at this. In the third quarter, Steven Jackson a 75-yard run, Torrey Holt a 90-yard touchdown from Mark Bulger. They may be past their prime, like I pointed out, but still some shades of the greatest show on turf with 2 massive plays. The Rams are down 3 though. Can the Falcons hold? Uh-oh, Bulger in trouble. Bulger in trouble. That is huge. I believe that was Keith Brooking and Patrick Kearney combining for the sack. I feel like I know the Falcons roster from this era so well, because who wasn't into using Mike Vick in Madden? Oh my gosh, that's a huge catch by Isaac Bruce. At the very least, we're now at 2nd and 10. I think we're heading towards overtime, unless Bulger, throws a pick or something. Well, he missed a throw. Let me not get ahead of myself. I don't know if they'll make or even attempt a field goal from this range. So the Rams need to play, the Falcons need to play. 1 timeout left for LA St. Louis. No, I did not just jinx the Rams, did I? I definitely jinxed them. What? As the Falcons continued to expand their reach, we get an MVP battle I alluded to in the intro. Seahawks, Chargers, Sean Alexander, LaDainian Tomlinson. Both dudes were involved, but San Diego would come out on top. And there you go, hard concrete proof that I do not rig these videos. I'm unbiased, but yeah, a little bit sad, I can't lie. In real life, the Vikings traded Randy Moss to the Raiders ahead of the 05 season. Dante Culpepper didn't miss his star receiver today, as he threw 4 TD passes in a Minnesota blowout win over the Chiefs. Wow, I didn't see that coming. Nor did I see JP Lossman leading Buffalo to a massive upset victory over Pittsburgh. I'm sorry, what? What? There's no chance. This game needed overtime. JP Lossman outplayed Ben Roethlisberger. The Seahawks and Steelers are both out. Don't know how it happened. Don't know what world what 2005 am I watching?
That's unbelievable.
An absolute coup for the Bills as our Madden 06 Quick Sim champs entered the video, but Philly simply couldn't contain Tiki Barber and the greatest clutch performer of our generation, Eli freaking Manning. A Giants-Patriots battle was deliciously inevitable at this point, but first, Packers-Vikings, a different rivalry tilt, one that was all Vikings. 2 appearances in this video, 2 blowouts for the boys in purple. Just a brutally tough scene for Packer fans, while on the flip side, Cowboy fans continue to live high on the hog as Dallas dismantled that Falcons defense. Adios, Mike Vick. With our team numbers dwindling and the Cowboys looming large, it was finally time to welcome a true contender to the video. It's Patriots-Giants time, ladies and gentlemen. And here it is. The New England Patriots from 2005 in all their glory. This roster has Tom Brady at a 99 overall. I can't really argue with it. Deion Branch, Super Bowl MVP, Rodney Harrison, Teddy Bruschi, Matt Light. I mean, yeah, that's a really good roster, as we'd expect. And this is a Giants roster that was still about a year or 2 away from upsetting the Patriots for the first time. But look at Michael Strahan, Tiki Barber in their prime. This roster has Eli at a 91. I don't know, dude, this could be I just want this to be a clutch finish. That's all I'm rooting for. Okay, but as the Rolling Stones have been quick to remind us before, you can't always get what you want. In this case, a clutch finish. Nope, the Patriots dominate. And yes, Tom Brady definitely outplayed Eli Manning, 320-3, but look at this performance the Pats got from Corey Dillon, 84 yards, 2 TDs on the ground, another 34 yards and a TD through the air. Yo, he kind of carried Tom. I'm just saying, Tom Brady's got some help. He's also got a win. Okay, I promised I wouldn't disrespect the Bills anymore, so I wasn't shocked to see their matchup with Baltimore come right down to the wire. Look at the Bills, man. JP Lossman under center. He needs a touchdown here. This is a tall task, but they are at home. Maybe that gives him a boost. Lossman drop it. Oh, that's a big completion. Yes, sir. Game hanging in the balance. This is the unit that I think Baltimore wants out there. That's my point, but they are kind of bending here. Will they break? That's short of the first. Oh no, JP Lossman's taken off. He's got so much room diving for the first. Maybe the reports of this Baltimore defense were greatly exaggerated. They are what? They are a sieve in the clutch. That's crazy, dude. And as punishment for not closing that game out in regulation, we are leaving it up to the Simcast gods here on Madden Baltimore. I mean, you had your chance. You need oh, they punted. You're kidding me. Buffalo's really gonna do it. JP Lossman needs to he's marching them down. Oh my gosh. Oh my, it's over. It's just kick the field goal. It's over. What if you screw this up because you're not kicking an early field goal? I don't know what to wait a minute. 4th and 1. 1st and goal. What am I seeing? What is Buffalo just win the game? What? Brother, Madden is crazy. They just upset Buffalo, did Baltimore, which is fine. I'm not disrespecting the Bills anymore, but what were they doing in OT? This game is so broke. Anywho, at this point, it's the Bills world. We're all just living in it. Coming soon to a video near you. The Bills upsetting Tom Brady and the Pats. You already know it's going to happen. But don't look now. NFL Imperialism 2005 edition. We've got only 10 teams remaining. We're back to the boys. Which team will these boys be challenging? They are heading west. Okay. Dallas taking on LaDainian Tomlinson and the San Diego Chargers. Okay. Just by the way, this Cowboys team has kind of been stomping the competition. I don't think on paper they're that great. Like, there's definitely a few better rosters than this. Tony Romo, though, at an 89 overall is taking care of business. They have a pretty good secondary. All right. Listen, this roster is pretty generous with ratings, so almost every team looks pretty good on paper. Look at the Chargers. Speaking of which, LT 99, Antonio Gates 97. They've got Drew Brees still here at a 95. The offense is crazy. This should be a good battle. Yes, and this is why I love making these videos. As we start to narrow down our field of teams, we start getting these clutch finishes. Cowboys, Chargers tied at 27. Tony Romo's got Jason Witten down the sideline. That's a huge play. Do they continue to chew clock here? The Chargers have 1 timeout left. A first down without scoring a touchdown here might seal the game for Dallas, but that's a big stop. Who was the coach of Dallas at this time? Was it still Jimmy Johnson? Was it Jason Garrett? What does he have drawn up? Oh, okay. Oh, that worked out perfect. They should just let him score. Bill Parcells with a Okay, beautiful play design there. Yes, I do not know ball. I definitely don't know who their offensive coordinator was, but Bill Parcells, head coach of the Cowboys, I think they're going to be able to run this clock out. And as Madden glitches and flips the side of the field, I realized I shouldn't skip past this field goal. I mean, imagine if the Cowboys missed on a last-second field. Oh, okay, he made it. I think we're safe, Cowboy fans. As indeed, a 3-point victory for Dallas. Tony Romo, Drew Brees, good battle. But it was really the running backs who came through. Marion Barber, a huge performance, toting the rock 30 times. And look at LT, 7.5 a carry, a touchdown. Wasn't enough, though. Carson Palmer, Chad Johnson, and the Bengals finally joined the action, but were swiftly dusted aside by Dallas, who continue to defend their ever-expanding territory. Buffalo was able to avoid a date with the Patriots, instead roping a pretty sad Lions roster into the video, who they would lose to. I mean, what? I can't even make this up, dude. They beat the real-life champion Steelers, the Hall of Fame-laden Ravens, then lost to Jeff Garcia and the Lions. What?
I think that we should consider having them arrested.
Our table was next set for a battle between the two most dominant teams of the video, and this matchup did not disappoint. I didn't have a chance to jump in because the Cowboys just ran the clock out. In the process of holding on for a 23-20 victory, Minnesota, you've been so good this video, but came up just short. I can't lie though, that win, a classic double-edged sword for the Cowboys because, well, just look at all the territory they now own. I mean, it's a good thing, but it is probably also a bad thing because with only 6 teams remaining, the Cowboys have a target from like any and every direction. Yep, including any way you slice it, there's only one team that the Raiders can face in any direction. It is, of course, the Cowboys as Oakland makes their debut. Unfortunately, Kerry Collins under center for the Raiders. Is this the, I think this is the year before they drafted Jamarcus Russell, which, well, wouldn't have helped them. Point being, the Raiders sucked during this era, but, you know, they have 99 overall Randy Moss. Is that enough to beat Dallas? Nope. No, it wouldn't be. The Raiders got blown out. To be fair, Moss did have their only touchdown on the day. Don't worry, Randy, you'll be with Tom Brady soon. The Cowboys would actually get a break as at long last Peyton Manning and the Colts join the video. And I don't mean to be dramatic, but if this Colts roster loses to the Detroit Lions, I will probably sell and disown all my worldly possessions and go be a monk or something. You'll never hear from me again.
We'll see.
Okay, that was far too close for comfort. Unfortunately, you're all stuck with me. I'm just saying, the Colts might be frauds. Peyton, only 141 yards. You couldn't do anything more than that against the Lions? A win's a win, however, as we were down to just 4 teams remaining, one of whom, the Browns, being the obvious polar bear in Arlington, Texas. And yeah, the Colts handled business. And I do apologize, Browns fans, but with your squad gone, we are left with just 3 teams on the map. They're all colored blue, which is a bit annoying. Also, these territories kind of intertwine in and around every other team. Very interesting. It makes our second to last spin of the video very interesting as well, because we could have any semblance, any matchup here is in play. The Colts, do they go east to play the Patriots? I think they would. Or west to go play the Cowboys. Northeast? Well, from their logo, it's a short northeast journey right over there, and that is, as I double check, yeah, that's Cowboys territory. It's so much blue. Okay. We've seen this Cowboys roster in action numerous times. At least they get home field advantage here. It kind of makes sense. They played so many games, but the Colts have come on. They've won 2 games in a row. They are obviously loaded. This is for a spot in our Super Bowl for this video. And in case you guys weren't paying close enough attention, I'll tell you right now, the fact that the Colts and Cowboys are playing means the Patriots and their 1 game played this video are into our Super Bowl championship matchup. It's not fair. Tom Brady wins again. I don't know what to say. What I do know in the moment is that Tony Romo and the Cowboys have won 1 million games. They don't want their run to end, tying the game up just before half. Edgerrin James wants us to see a Manning-Brady duel in the final. I like it. But again, Marion Barber, I can't believe this, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Marion Barber has put his team on his back. The Cowboys are up 5, but there's still 30 seconds left for Peyton Manning. Can he do something heroic? Oh my gosh, no. First of all, complete failure by me. I put both these teams in white jerseys. That was a complete accident, and Peyton took a sack with no timeouts left. Oh, this game's ending on a safety. Yeah, okay then. Wow. And I know there's a lot of Cowboy haters out there, but being objective, they have definitely earned their spot in the final of today's video. They've won so many games. If I were gonna rig one of these videos, 2005 era, it would probably end up with the Cowboys and Patriots. I mean, two big markets, Tom Brady, but come on, I didn't rig this video. The Patriots just have this black magic about their franchise, even through a video like this. I mean, what am I supposed to do? And here they go. They get home field advantage in the Super Bowl. I told you at the beginning of this video, there'd be only one franchise left standing. The Cowboys have gone through an absolute war to get to this point. The Patriots, they've won a single game. Dude, the scriptwriters decided to throw no twists into this video. Tom Brady and the Pats are into our Super Bowl matchup, and I forgot, I didn't need to spin that wheel. It'll be a neutral site game, so technically no team has an advantage. Look at all these 90+ overalls. I am once again looking at the Cowboys roster, wondering how, like, they have won games. They like a million of them. They deserve to be here, but their roster definitely pales in comparison to the Pats on paper. But as we all know, far too well, NFL games are not played on paper. And if one team had black magic on their side in this video, it was those unbeatable Dallas Cowboys. And don't look now, football fans, we've got a 3-point game in the Super Bowl. Those pesky Dallas Cowboys, I told you they can't be beaten. They have a 3-point lead, but Tom Brady's got the rock after the 2-minute warning. He's also got two-time. Whoa, oh, I didn't realize I jumped in after the first down play. This is already 3rd and 8. This is a huge play. If Dallas gets a stop here, does never mind. Let me just stop talking. They did not get a stop. 2 timeouts left for Tom off the first down. He's got a minute 48 to work with. I am so scared, Cowboy fans. Tom's gonna do it to us all. Joining this video so late. Oh, he just threw a dot, but I think he was out of bounds. They're not reviewing that. Was that 2 feet? I don't even know from my like quick in real time view. I thought that was 1 foot. The Patriots get the playoff. Corey Dillon going to work, gashing up the middle. 3rd and 2 Dallas. This is a huge freaking. You didn't cover Kevin Falk out of the backfield. Tom Brady has had 2 passes into the end zone draw. Is this black magic for the Cowboys? Play action fake. Tom is definitely not running the ball. He's got his man in the corner. This time it's hauled in. That is money. Troy Brown. Among their dozen or so 90+ overall players, there was a huge chunk of defensive players on the Patriots roster. So, oh my. Oh, Tony Romo to Keyshawn Johnson. Yeah, those 90+ overall defensive backs, they're not looking so great, New England. Tony Romo again. Yes, going to the sideline. Oh, he can't get out though. If Tony was able to wait like half a beat longer to let that route develop, they might have been able to get out of bounds. Instead, they burned their second time out. Only 1 remaining. Tony Romo, this time to the sideline. Perfect. Once again, I'll give credit to the script writers of this video. They are cooking. 1 timeout apiece left. 15 seconds left. Tony Romo from a clean pocket. Oh, that's not great, Brad. Picking up 2 yards and having to burn a timeout on first down. I think that just ended this game. With 5 seconds left, this is it. For all the marbles, NFL Imperialism 2005 edition, the pass is broken up. If Tony had put just a tiny bit more air under that, I think he had Keyshawn. There is 1 second remaining. Okay, so this is for all the marbles. NFL Imperialism 2005 edition, Tony Romo to Jason Witten, short of the end zone. No, Madden AI strikes again. Dude, if you would have run that exact play, that exact concept, the play prior, it might have worked, but nah. Dread it, fear it, run from it. I know we all do. Even in this ridiculously silly fantasy video I have created on this day, the New England Patriots, led by Tom Brady, will indeed have their say. They are champions of NFL Imperialism 2005 edition after winning a grand total of 2 games. Yep, that was me throwing some shade. I just, man, Madden AI, they almost helped the Cowboys cook up a great drive there until the final play. Let me know what you thought of the video. The outcome is wild as per usual. Drop a thumbs up and check out another video from my channel.